Hey guys, so in this video we are taking a quick look at the Weber ignition replacement kit, and this one is actually made specifically for Genesis 310 and 320s. And if you look closely on this kit part or the kit illustration, this one is used for the grills that had a front mounted control panel. So if your control panel is on the side, this kit doesn't apply. So basically it's for Genesis from year 2011 and newer. Not sure if this fits Genesis 2, but probably not. But this is only for the generation of Genesis from 2011 and up, okay? So the kit comes with the entire set of the ignition components. So the ignition button and the parts on the back, the ignition, I guess the starter, whatever circuitry inside there, and then also the those little things to make the sparks on the burners. And I bought this online. I think for $40 shipped. I'll post the link below on where I got it. And so we're gonna take a look and see what's inside. So the reason I bought this whole kit is because I bought my first Weber grill, but it's not a brand new grill, it's actually used for $60. And of course the grill actually came with a broken ignition. So I took everything apart, and it seems like the ignition on the original grill was super rusted, and it rusted to the core. And so I already took the ignition out and threw it away, and this is actually the exact replacement for the Genesis grill. So this part, of course, goes under the front control panel. This part goes onto the top of the control panel, and the cool thing is they actually come with a really good Energizer lithium battery, and those battery last super long, and it's actually quite expensive. I'm surprised they're including a good quality battery in here, so kudos to Weber. Instructional manual, which I probably don't need because it's really easy to replace this part on the Genesis. I'll show you guys quickly in a little bit. And those are the igniters. So basically the sparks comes out from those metal pins once you connect it to the ignition kit. I'm not going to replace those because the igniter on the original Genesis looks actually pretty good, in pretty decent shape. So I'm going to save all those parts for later when the igniter actually breaks. The only thing I'm going to replace today is actually just this part, which is actually the part that breaks quite a lot on those Weber grills. Instead of showing you outside, since it's really hot outside and lots of mosquitoes around, I'm just going to quickly show you the steps actually illustrated in the instructional manual included with the ignition kit. And actually, since I'm only replacing this part, which is the easiest part, you don't have to go through a lot of steps. So very first step, they always suggest you to remove the top cover and remove, of course, every components in there, the fluorizing bars, the grill, the grates, and the top cover, of course. So the second step is simply just remove the doors. Those doors are super easy to remove. There's a little hole on the top around the hinge of the door. All you have to do is use a little screwdriver and just put it in and pop it, and the door comes off. Make sure you don't let it fall onto the ground. So make sure you catch the door, okay, before it falls off. And the third step is actually remove this heat shield from the bottom of the control panel. Also super easy, only 2 screws. If you remove those 2 screws, you can easily slide the bottom shield off. And the fourth step is actually, of course, remove your old one if you have a broken one. Basically, just pop the knob off. Some of them is rotating off, some of them you actually just lift it up. So it depends on the model you have. And once you have that off, there's another locking tab over there. Basically just unscrew that tab, and this part comes off, like from the behind control panel. Once those are off, you'll see some wires connected to the here, which is actually the wire, you know, from here. Disconnect all the wires, and if you're only replacing this part, you disconnect all the wires and then reconnect the wires later on when you have your new parts installed. If you're replacing the whole thing, everything, just cut off everything and remove everything. So over here, of course, it says, you know, once you remove the ignition kit, just remove the wires, and of course remove the knobs if you're actually gonna replace the ignition kit, the actual igniters. And once you have that off, couple of screws to unscrew to remove the top cover of the front panel. Once you have that off, you expose, you know, the sides of the you expose all the parts that needs to be replaced over here. So basically you're gonna use the brand new holders right over here, remove the old holder, and remove the, let's see, what do you have to do? Okay, so remove that and put the new one in. Make sure you use the washer included. Depending on your model, you might use 3 and you might use 4 of those holders. Okay, so and the very end, the last part, is of course pull those burners out. You'll probably see how it goes like when you actually on your grill. Since I'm not replacing this part, I'm going to show you the components. This is the burner, and if you look at the construction of the thing, it looks like there's a tab over here to stop it. So I would assume to install it, you push it in, and to remove it, you actually slide it out from the back of the burner. So install it, push it in, the old one, you slide it out. And it really shouldn't be any complicated. It's basically just a sliding action to remove those igniters. So enough said. I'm going to show you guys once I actually have it installed, and to prove to you how easy it is, and then just to make sure that the whole thing is working so I can start grilling some stuff tonight. So I'll come back in a little bit and give you guys another update. All right, so I already installed the whole thing. Like the whole installation actually takes less than 3 minutes from me removing the door, the bottom panel, and put it back on there. So super quick. And let's actually go ahead and test to see if it's actually working now. So I'm gonna turn to ignition. It's like one click. Super good. Wow. Fantastic, and I would say it definitely worked, and it's a great replacement, and it's a genuine Weber part. So make sure you buy a genuine Weber part for your genuine Weber grill. Okay, so there you have it. If you guys have any questions about the ignition kit, feel free to ask me in the comment section. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching at this video. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, please hit the like button or subscribe, and I should have more similar contents coming out for you guys. So once again, thank you so much, and take care.